Yo guys, what if I told you about the possibilities of the Boris and Dark Survival update Symphony of Shadows? Don't believe me? Well, don't click off this video. Yo, what's up guys, Just Games here, and welcome back to a new video. Today, I want to explore the possibilities of gameplay, mechanics, lore, and all in the new Boris and Dark Survival update coming next week, Symphony of Shadows. Let's begin. Now this is actually a true thing in the game. A post on Twitter from the creator of Bendy, the Meatly, revealed a new Fortnite emote, a new dance that Boris can do in the game. And since this update is music themed, I hope we get many more. I know that Boris dances in Boris and the Dark Survival isn't the most game-changing things, but it's certainly something funny and wholesome to see. Also, it would be nice to get more tunes for this little wolf to dance to. Those old songs never get old, but some new ones would be nice since Sammy's up in the building. Sammy's Sanctuary was actually a cool concept implemented in Bendy's previous IP, Bendy and Ink Machine. Well, actually, it wasn't getting into it that was cool, but the puzzle you have to solve to get in. You have to find a key in one of the garbage bins to unlock a closet to find an audio log with Sammy's secret song, turn on a projector playing a Bendy cartoon, then play his secret song on the correct instruments in order to get into his sanctuary. This puzzle actually fits the new update pretty well since the main focus of the update is Sammy and music. And Sammy, after all, is a musician, so it would be nice to have to solve a puzzle like that in order to get into his sanctuary, where we will encounter him.
You look familiar to me. That face, not now, for our Lord is calling to us, my little sheep.
The Searchers was a pretty common enemy in the music department in Bendy and the Ink Machine, which I'm assuming this new update is taking place in. Since they're a pretty common enemy, I wouldn't be surprised to see them as a common enemy in Boris and the Dark Survival before we encounter Sammy. After all, Sammy do control these freaks of ink, so it makes sense for him to use them before getting his hands dirty.
Was that him?
I don't think so. The Searchers and the Lost Ones built this place. Sammy must have been keeping them at bay, now that he's gone.
Plus, I wouldn't be surprised if we see 3 of them. After all, we had the Butcher Gang in the last update, which there were 3 of them. And those freaks were so fucking hard to avoid. Never passed a Butcher Gang encounter in my life. Fuck them crippled bastards. Since we're in the music department, it would make sense for Alice Angel to be here since she used to be a voice actress. It would be kinda awesome to see her in a whole new place with whole new voice lines and everything. Maybe we could hear her sing, but this is just something minor that would be cool to see. Boris and the Dark Survival isn't mostly a lore/story driven game. It's pretty vague when there's story implemented anyways, like the audio logs and the writing on the walls. But we do get some key details of the story/lore, like Norman hearing a deep groaning sound from underneath the studio.
There's a deep groan rising up from the floor. One of these days, I'm gonna get my light and go see what's causing all of us below me.
And when you look through the loophole, a banjo, shutter, and a map which leads to somewhere, probably Sammy's sanctuary. But it would still be nice to see way more story-driven audio logs about Sammy and the studio, and writings on the wall that have a deeper lore-like meaning in the new update. Maybe he could fill some missing plot holes in Bendy and the Ink Machine. Who knows? Yo, we need to know what's in the mystery box! We all know that Sammy Lawrence is going to be in the game, but how would he work? Well, here's some possibilities. The noises Sammy Lawrence makes to let you know that he's close might be him repeating,
Hello? Excuse me, can you help me?
and I can imagine Sammy being fast as all hell, like he was in Chapter 5 of Bendy and the Ink Machine. Maybe he can spawn searchers around the area, adding difficulty. Maybe he'll be able to go through walls, like in Chapter 2 of Bendy and the Ink Machine to catch you off guard. Sammy Lawrence? You scared the living fuck out of me already. We never received the boss battle in Boris and Dark Survival, and with the 2 updates already in place and a new one coming next week, it would be really cool and unexpected to get a boss battle, maybe with Sammy or even the Ink Demon. But how would this boss battle work? Take a look at Chapter 5 Bendy and the Ink Machine. In the first phase of Beast Bendy's boss battle, we'd have to run around and switch down switches in order to get to the other room, which is the second phase, where we lure Bendy in and defeat him with giant glass pipes of ink, where he would knock him and hurt himself with it. The boss battle is more pattern and chase based than combat based, so it would really fit Boris in the Dark Survival really well. This is probably going to be my top, if not the best thing, or my most anticipated thing I want in Boris and Dark Survival, and I hope it's going to be in there. We never really get endings in Boris and Dark Survival except one of them, which was in the initial release of the game. It was a vague ending, but nonetheless, it was an ending. This also ties to the plot lore part I mentioned. These endings could give us more of a story for either the future lore of Bendy or the lore of Boris and the Dark Survival, which would leave us with wonders, but excitement. And with that, we end the video. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys like my content, you already know what you gotta do. And with that, this is Just Games, and I am out.
Thank you.